Madam Director General, Madam Regional Director, Ministers, Commissioner Dalli, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the government and people of Malta, it is an honor for me to welcome you all, to welcome the World Health Organization Regional Committee for Europe, and to all you delegates to this island of ours in this beautiful weather that we can offer you in the month of September. Your being here allows you to not only network and to participate in the various workshops being organized, but it is also an opportunity that will allow you, I hope at least, to experience some of Malta's unique history and culture. As an island state in the crossroads of the Mediterranean Sea, Malta has, throughout its history, had a very close relationship with medicine and medical care. The Hospitalier Order of the Knights of St. John built the so-called Sacra Infermeria, which was regarded as one of Europe's finest hospitals at the time. Further on, the unfortunate experience of wars earned Malta the reputation of nurse of the Mediterranean. When recently faced by the human tragedy of immigration and the Libyan crisis, Malta once again stood up to its vocation. However, we are not only proud of our medical history, but above all, we are proud of all our doctors, all our nurses, and all our health professionals. It is their unconditional care, their dedication and sacrifice that make us all proud of all this group of professional people and of the work they carry out amongst our families. It is with these sentiments in mind that I welcome the 62nd session of the World Health Organization Regional Committee for Europe here in Malta. Back in 1970, soon after joining World Health Organization, Malta hosted the 20th session of this regional committee. Allow me to pay tribute to former Minister for Health, Dr. Alexander Kakia Zammit, who I am told is present here with us this morning, and who had chaired that session of the regional committee at the time. Dear delegates, this session comes at indeed an opportune time. Sadly enough, we are here discussing public health when the world itself is not in very good health. We are surrounded by financial austerity and growing unemployment in a number of countries. We are experiencing extreme weather events and natural disasters, including floods and famine, further intensifying existing humanitarian crisis. We are also realizing that we are susceptible to global threats and pandemics. All of this is coupled by other long-standing challenges, such as an aging population, especially in the Western world. Operating in this volatile environment presents governments all over the world with a tremendous challenge. Unfortunately, such a challenge is too often perceived as a threat to the very sustainability of the health system. However, such a challenge, like all other challenges, must be seen and must be taken as an opportunity more than a threat. This offers us an opportunity to stop and think, an opportunity to evaluate past practices, an opportunity to prioritize needs, an opportunity to introduce new systems of management, and also an opportunity to introduce new systems of governance in the health sector. This is Malta's challenge as much as it is the World Health Organization's challenge. But above all, it is Malta's opportunity as much as it is the World Health Organization's opportunity. So, dear delegates, as we devise and implement policies as governments, and as international bodies and organizations, let us not lose sight of our common values. Out of all professions, possibly the health profession is the most built on values, especially on the dignity of human life and on the belief that everyone has a right to medical care. Equity and universal access to health care remain important values which should motivate us in prioritizing healthcare reforms and investments. It is with a deep sense of pride that I stand here this morning and reaffirm my government's commitment to providing a health service freely accessible to all our citizens. Health was and remains one of my government's key policy pillars, and we consider it to be a cornerstone of our sustainable development agenda. Throughout these past 4 challenging years, we continue to increase our investment in health, introducing new services and embarking on new investment projects in Malta. Our philosophy is to continue building a strong and vibrant economy to sustain our investment in healthcare. Without that, the rest does not follow. We have and are managing as Malta's economy so far outperforms many other European states. Our positive economic performance has given us the privilege, I would say, not just the possibility, of continuing to invest substantially in our health service, in its infrastructure, in its equipment, and above all, in its human resources. Mind you, it is a conscious choice. It is all about priorities. And for us, health occupies a top region of our priorities. This investment has allowed us to make significant progress in the quality of service provided, with new records of service delivery being achieved. Concurrently, we have continued to invest in our educational structure, which now permits Maltese doctors to specialize locally, thus addressing one of the major challenges we had, and I suppose most countries have, that of stopping a brain drain, which we had suffered from for far too long. Our best people leaving our shores to specialize elsewhere after investing millions of euros into their education and then losing them to the specialization taking place in other countries. So we needed to stop that. And I am proud of the fact that we have managed to do so in recent years. We are continuing with our policy of investing in new and modern equipment, and the new oncology hospital that is being built is testimony to this. We have also started with a refurbishment of our community health centers with a view of providing more care in the community. We remain committed to strengthening our people-centered health systems and public health capacity. However, you are more experts than I am, and all of you know that healthcare is not only about equipment. It can never be only about equipment. Our focus needs to be the general well-being of citizens. Closely linked to this is the issue of preventive care. Preventive care and services. Over the past 3 years, we have introduced a national breast screening program, and we are about to roll out a national colorectal screening program for males. Our vision is to invest in health through a life course approach and empowering people through health promotion programs. Concurrently, we are investing heavily in creating health and supportive environments. We have invested in outdoor open spaces for our families, clean energy, sports facilities, and in a low-emission public transport system. In the light of the above, Malta endorses the Health 2020 policy document. This value-based and action-oriented policy framework is reflected in my government's work programme and in our vision for healthcare. Dear delegates, public health and the broader global environment that we are operating in present a number of significant challenges and opportunities for us all. Let us not be discouraged or lose sight of our strength. The World Health Organization has always stood up to the challenges it faced, and it is through your engagement as delegates that we have made together big strides in healthcare. Once again, it is our duty to show our citizens that we care about their health. I am confident that the 62nd session of the World Health Organization Regional Committee for Europe here in Malta will serve as an important catalyst for further progress in healthcare. Thank you very much.